This is a big deal or no big deal?
This is a big fat nothing burger. Oh. With all the dressings and all the sides, Skip Bayless. You know it, too. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Skip Bayless.
Avocado ice cream on the side?
Yeah. A big fat nothing.
Yeah.
That's exactly what this is. This is another Baker Mayfield situation. You see what they're doing here, Joey?
You just compared Tom Brady to Baker Mayfield?
I said a Baker Mayfield situation. If he loses, he was under the weather all week. You know, it was so tough for him. I didn't know how he was going to be able to come out here and play. And then when he wins, he banged his throwing hand on Wednesday.
Did you hear Baker Mayfield at the Saturday press conference? He couldn't even speak. He was croaking.
Now, this is what I heard. I heard Chris Fowler say that Jalen Hurts actually missed practice time because he was under the weather. We didn't know that until the actual game. We knew about Baker Mayfield's situation leading up to the game.
He missed his media session.
Yeah, okay. But anyway, as I was saying, Joy Taylor, it's not your turn, Skip. I'm not asking you a question.
You need to be correct.
No, I do not.
When it's
your turn, you can correct me. But when I'm speaking correctly. But anyway, you know what I'm starting to see here? Apparently, being 40 years old, playing some of your best football with the possibility of going to your 8th Super Bowl is not a good enough story anymore, Joy. Now we got to add a little. See, Joy, I got you a birthday cake yesterday, but that wasn't good enough. I didn't add enough yeast and flour to it, so now I got to get you a 6th layer. Oh, he banged his hand. It's funny. They asked some of the players that were at practice, the very practice that Tom Brady was at. I didn't notice anything was wrong. Eric Rowe said, look like the same old Tom out there to me.
You really think they're going to divulge what happened inside the ropes at practice?
Exactly. That's my point. Exactly. Thanks for saying that. You actually think they would have divulged if something had happened to Tom Brady? Because normally, Coach Belichick, when a guy has a lower leg injury, they say leg. When they say something upper body. Now we're going to get specifics out of the New England Patriots? A team that the very rule was instituted for because they wasn't telling anybody anything. They weren't listing injuries. Because you remember there was a time that Coach Belichick put everyone on the injury report for about 3 or 4 weeks because he was upset because the NFL had fined him. So that was his way of getting back. I'm going to put everybody on here. Now we want them to believe a team that doesn't let out anything unless they want you to know. All of a sudden. And not only they said specific. Throwing hand. See what they did, Joy? They could have just said hand. They said throwing hand. Man, they need to stop and you bought it too. Woo, Skip Bayless, you buy anything. Anything they sell anything that they'll sell in Boston.
Whoa. Tell me when you're finished. Tell me when.
Okay. I'm not finished.
Okay, keep going.
Skip Bayless will buy anything that comes out of that Patriots organization. But I see what they're doing here. It's not good enough story that Tom is 40, playing the best football, probably going to be the MVP. We got to add a little bit more yeast. This thing got to grow. We need this narrative to get bigger than what it is right now because it's not good enough. I don't believe it. Tom Brady will be out there, and guess what? You know what, Joy? I'm expecting here, it's what time is it? About 9:30, so I'm expecting about 11:45. Tom Brady going to do his press conference with a big old cast on his arm, with his propped up like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go, guys. We'll give it a go on Friday and see how it is. There's some bull jive, and you know it.
I don't know it, but this I do know. I want to get this clear because we got it on tape. Yeah. I want to reemphasize that the Hall of Famer Shannon Sharpe just accused the New England Patriots of fabricating an injury just before the AFC Championship game. Not embellished, you You said fabricate.
Okay, fabricate.
You said they made it up completely
I don't believe nothing
just
wrong
to create a new storyline, a better storyline, and potentially, I guess you're saying, an excuse in case they happen to lose the AFC Championship
and then if they win,
game.
they're going to say, oh, my God, do you see Tom Brady? Now, he banged his throwing hand on Wednesday, Joe.
So
they thought he wasn't going to be able to play.
Tom Brady is now 40 years of age.
Yes.
So he's played, what is he in, his 18th season?
Yeah.
Okay, so once in his whole lifetime in the National Football League, has he ever created an excuse before a game that you can remember? Because I don't know one. If you can remember one, you're ahead of me.
Why not?
Because he got hurt. Because it was an accident. And now we have 2 reports from both the Boston Globe and the Boston Herald. Boston Herald said he turned a hand off and his back ran into him. So now I got to blame either Deion Lewis or maybe Rex Burkhead if he's healthy enough to go.
Gillisley,
or maybe
Lewis, or
Brandon Bolden, who had a big finish that game. I think he might be the closer in this game. So maybe somebody just ran headlong into Tom Brady. His hand got caught. And the Boston Globe reported the hand was cut. Did it need stitches? It did need an x-ray, and Tom Brady missed a scheduled media session yesterday that was scheduled to be televised live on the NFL's own network. The NFL network was poised to go live with Tom Brady, and he missed it. Is that his MO? Is that his track record? Does he miss press sessions because he got hurt to create injuries?
More study time. He is good more study time.
Yep. You know what? You are so out of bounds with this. You're accusing the greatest quarterback ever of needing an excuse for a game? Really?
I'm not accusing him. He didn't say anything.
God. So let's get this straight. This is a quarterback who is obviously the greatest ever, who relies foremost on his accuracy. He's got a strong arm, but not a cannon. So accuracy is number one. So we have an injury to the throwing hand, according to the Patriots, according to the Globe, according to the Boston Herald, to the throwing hand of one of the most accurate passers ever, and certainly the most accurate under pressure, such as AFC Championship Game or Super Bowl pressure. And all of a sudden, what day are we up to? Thursday. So on Wednesday before that game on Sunday, and it is the earlier game on Sunday, he injured his throwing hand in an accident at practice, and you're saying it's no big. You're not even saying it's no big deal. You're saying it's no deal at all, right?
Nothing.
How could you say that?
Because I'm trying to figure out how does he injure his throwing hand on a handoff. Now,
because he got run into.
Whoa, Skip, let me.
Maybe Brandon Bolden, who hadn't played all year, is going to be a big factor in this game. Brandon Bolden goes 220 pounds. Maybe he just ran right into Tom Brady and hurt his hand.
Oh, okay.
It happens.
Okay.
What happened to Deshaun Watson? He's just running in practice, and he blows out his ACL.
Calm down.
Well, seriously. This is so out of bounds. It's so it's so beneath the Hall of Famer and Shannon Sharpe to accuse Tom Brady.
All I'm saying is normally when the guy is going to the left, the quarterback has the ball in his right hand, he hands the ball off like this. So I'm trying to figure out how he got cut. Now, if he's going to the right, he hands the ball off like this. So maybe, okay. I mean, maybe, he had
Sure, he could get run into, or maybe the back went the wrong way and just ran right smack into him. I see it happen once on NFL Sunday. A back runs right into the quarterback.
So let me get this right. The reason why a lot of players says, I don't want to be on the injury report is because I don't want a team to know what's specifically injured on me. So now we want the New England Patriots, the most secretive organization in the history of NFL football. They're divulging information on their quarterback. So now teams can go target said hand. That's what you want me to believe.
He missed his media session. You've got to justify it. And by the way, they can get fined up to draft picks if you hide an injury of this magnitude to your quarterback's throwing hand just ahead of the AFC Championship game. What is the method to the madness of divulging? It's to keep gamblers from buying inside information from inside that locker room. So as secretive as they are, you can't help but divulge this because I'm pretty sure this happened.
Skip, if you don't think teams have lied to say, well, he had this injury, he's getting extra treatment, they can get guys out of media sessions. Skip, I played 14 years. I know all the secrets, but that's not for me to tell up here. But I know. But
you weren't the franchise quarterback.
I know who was.
So?
And I know what happened.
What happened?
And nothing. I'm just saying, Joy Taylor, you can't fool me.
Yeah.
It's a big old nothing, Skip.
Okay, so are you saying they fabricated it completely?
I'm saying
his hand is not cut and he did not need an x-ray.
It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. You play it up. You make him Hercules. You make him more than what he is. It's not good enough that he's won 5 Super Bowls. He's been to 7. It's not good enough he's 40. It's not good enough he's playing some of his best football, and he's probably going to win the MVP. Now we got to add something extra to the mix. On Wednesday before the AFC Championship game, Tom Brady injures his hand. Man, stop it. Stop it.
The Brady hate coming from across the table is so strong I can smell it. It's like I got to lean back from it, right?
No.
The resentment, the jealousy. What is it? Why
I
can't
just want you to tell me. Okay, explain to me. Tell me why I would be jealous of Tom Brady.
Well, you tell me. I don't know because I don't see any reason.
I got 3 Super Bowl wins. I'm in the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
I got 12 straight playoff victories. When I walked away from the game, I had every record that the tight end could hold for an NFL tight end. So I'm trying to explain to me, if I wanted to be married, I could have been married.
Thank you for opening that door.
I'm trying to figure out what would I be jealous of Tom Brady about.
So I was skimming through Mike Freeman's 10-point stance on the Bleacher Report that came out early this morning, and he starts off point number 1 with, "You're tired of the Patriots, so damn tired of them. You are tired of Tom Brady." So let's look at what Tom Brady has. He has 10 postseason games with at least 3 touchdown passes. Joe Montana's next with 9. He has 21 multi-touchdown playoff games. Favre's next at 15. This is his 12th conference championship game, most ever by 2 games over any other player in history, in NFL history. And then just a few other little caveat stats. Most postseason passing yards, Brady is 2,100 yards ahead of second place Peyton Manning. Most postseason playoff wins by a quarterback. Tom Brady has 26. Joe Montana has 16, and he's second on the list. And finally, most postseason 300-yard passing games. Tom Brady has 13. Next on the list is Peyton Manning with 9. That's why you're jealous of him, because this is untouchable, and he's about to do it again. He's at least favored to do it again.
Hey, guess what, Skip? When he goes in the Hall of Fame, he'll be in the same building that I'm in. He will not have a room all into himself.
You know what?
So all that is great.
I think he's going to get his own wing.
I bet he doesn't.
Yep.
I bet he doesn't.
His own wing.
It doesn't matter what he deserves, Skip. That's you. See, the fans might be tired of Tom Brady and the Patriots winning, but when you play the game, when you put into it, you don't care what they get tired of because you know what it took to get to that point. I'm never going to be jealous of another guy because I knew what it took for him to get there. So you might try to convince them that I'm jealous of Tom Brady, but I can assure you.
They're already convinced.
Shannon Sharpe can stand alone. He doesn't need Tom Brady to prop him up.
All right. So who has been the only nemesis in Tom Brady's career? There's one. There's just one. One kryptonite. It's embodied in an older gentleman now. I guess he's in his 70s. Who is that?
I don't know.
Tom Coughlin. Has he not been kryptonite for Tom Brady? He coached the 2 teams that beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl, right? Yeah. Tom Coughlin is now the vice president in charge of player personnel for the Jacksonville Jaguars. So he is running the show in Jacksonville. And once again, he's turning into the Tom Brady hex. That's how I see this because, remember, we'll think about this. When Tom Coughlin, the 2 Toms, Tom versus Tom, when Tom Coughlin coached the New York Football Giants, they played 5 times, including the 2 Super Bowls. Every game went right to the wire, and Tom Brady is 2-3 against Tom Coughlin. And all of a sudden, in practice on a Wednesday ahead of the AFC Championship game against Tom Coughlin's Jacksonville Jaguars, the up-and-coming, on the verge, about to break out Jacksonville Jaguars, Tom Brady has an accident in practice and hurts his hand. Well, Tom Brady's a student of history. You don't think he went home last night and said, "Man, that Coughlin, he's doing it to me again"?
My point is, even if I were to believe that Tom Brady injured his hand, why would the Patriots be so specific when they can target said injury?
So specific?
Yeah. Why did they
You have to divulge. It's the AFC Championship game. This is it.
You could say Tom Brady injured his arm.
So you're saying they made it up. I just want it on record. You're saying they made it up that he has an injury.
I've already spoken.
That's
so they can.
outrageous.
I started the argument. So I'm already on record.
Yeah. I will bet you 100,000 cases of Diet Mountain Dew that Tom Brady hurt his hand in practice yesterday, and it was his throwing hand. And I believe it's cut. I don't know if it needed stitches, but it definitely needed an X-ray, and I don't think they fabricated 1 ounce of that story.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.